Hey everybody, it's Matt Max Video. I am joined today by Connor.
Hey!
He's not sweaty. And as always, Chris, our cameraman. Derek, the backup. And today we're reviewing and talking about and ranting and rambling on the Netflix original Castlevania.
Yeah!
For those that are unaware of Castlevania, it is a video game franchise that started in what, the 80s?
Late 90s, yeah.
Yeah, 90s, and is very popular, still making games today. It hasn't been too long since Lord of Shadows 2 came out, isn't it?
Well, Lord of Shadows was a reboot.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the Konami storyline, and right now they aren't doing anything, which is driving people mad. But they do plan on releasing something due to the popularity of this series.
Yeah. And this is why I have Connor, because he's played all the Castlevania games, knows all the lore, and he is pretty much the go-to if you want to know anything about Castlevania.
My useless knowledge is finally good.
Oh, trust me. It's the whole point of my channel is using my useless knowledge. The Castlevania for Netflix is a 4-episode long, for some odd reason, series.
Whoa, 4 episodes.
They
didn't think it was good.
Killed me.
It is pegged for a second season, though, because I feel like this season was just getting you into the story, and it's not live action. Thank the Lord. Because I just don't think they'd be able to pull it off.
No, and the animation is actually a lower style. I think what is it? Free drawing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually done very well.
It's such a good. It looks good, and the acting and voice acting is done so well. My mom, who never watches anime, has never watched anime or animation for that matter. I showed her a scene. She's like, "I need to watch this." And so now we're gonna just kind of dive in and kind of talk about the characters and what's going on. For those that are unaware of Castlevania, it is a game about vampires.
It's truly a struggle between a clan bound to defeat Dracula. Yes.
Yeah, and so you have Dracula, who is Vlad Dracula Tepes. I'm not sure I said that right. I have my notes. So ding. You have Vlad Dracula, and in the beginning, a lady finds his castle and is seeking to become a doctor, and was told by people in nearby villages that a man of knowledge and science lived in this castle. So she sought him out. Turns out this is Dracula's castle. And eventually they conversate and talk. She's sassy. And she actually stands up to the Lord of Darkness and death and destruction. And he likes it.
He likes that about it.
He likes that. Fast forward, what, a few years? Like a year or so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A year.
They got married. The lady's name is Lisa. And yeah, just want to make sure I have all my stuff put together. And they get married, but since this is the time period of everybody was a witch, everything that was science was considered witchcraft.
Basically, women in this kind of situation aren't really known to have a man's role.
Yeah.
So if a woman was to do math or anything that a man would, they would be stoned or beaten.
Yeah. So when they discovered that she was being a doctor, they accused her of being a witch and burned her at the stake. But as she was being burned at the stake, she pled to her husband, Dracula, to spare them, and said that they know not what they do. They kind of made a Jesus reference. And, well, Dracula don't give two craps, so he told them they have 1 year to leave, level their city, and get out of Dodge. Or he was get good. Or he was going to summon the armies of hell and release them on them.
You take from me, I take from you.
Exactly. It was a, eye for eye situation. Anyway. Ding.
Level up!
And, well, you have the bishop of the church, who he's kind of your main villain in these 4 episodes. He's an ambitious bishop. He wants to essentially take over for the archbishop and power struggles, and he's power hungry because in this time period the church ruled everything. I got into my business at the wrong era. And so he wanted the top power. He was looking Pope. That's what he was looking. And so he was like, well, it's just the devil playing tricks on us. We have no reason to be afraid. So they disregarded Dracula's...
God will protect us.
Exactly. They disregarded Dracula. And meanwhile, Dracula is throwing his teen angsty hissy fit in his castle.
He's edgy.
He's edgy as hell. And at that point, you meet Alucard, which I'll let you go into his backstory.
Well, Dracula actually has a pretty depressing life altogether.
Yeah.
Because even before these events that have happened, the church has screwed him over many times over before. But he really just pushed it aside, didn't care about it. But until they took the woman that he loved, then he's gonna level everything.
Yeah.
But when Lisa and Dracula got together, they made Alucard.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian Tepes, and not much is really said in the first 4 episodes, but he puts himself asleep just waiting for Dracula to strike to protect the people because he loves the people. He actually believes in God, but he does not believe in the death and destruction that his father wants for the revenge.
Which is what we run into when you meet him, is while Dracula's throwing his hissy fit, Alucard comes in and is like, chill. And it's like, don't do it.
Family feud. No, Dad. Stop.
Yeah, no, Dad. You need to calm down. Stop summoning hell beasts. And Dracula essentially kicks him out. And you won't see him until a few episodes down the road. And now we meet our other main character, Trevor Belmont of the Clan Belmont, which is a clan of vampire and just overall supernatural evil thing hunters that they were... Yeah, they're essentially the Winchesters. And they were banished and excommunicated by the church because they believed that they created the things that they were fighting.
There's much deliberation between the church and the Belmont clans. The Belmonts used to work for the church, but then because of their ways and the magic they used to dispel these creatures, they saw it as heresy.
Yeah.
So they banished them from the land, and their whole clan was dispersed. And there's only Trevor now. Yep.
And so Trevor's just kind of roaming around, just trying to live his life.
Vagabond.
Yeah, just going from town to town, doing his thing. Well, when you meet him, Dracula has released hell on Earth, literally. Has leveled a city.
Can we talk about how gory?
Oh yeah, this does not leave any bit of gore out. Like, it is full in your face, blood in the air, craziness, and...
intestines flying.
Yeah. The other anime that reminds me of the goreness to it, almost like Berserk. Yeah. Almost. But not to the
extremity of Berserk.
But it's pretty visual. Very, very visual.
Think of like if another amped up the gore or Berserk toned down the gore. Somewhere in there. So yeah, that's happening. And so the Army of Hell is just kind of making its way across the countryside. What's the name of the country they live in again?
Ooh, starts with a W, and I'm not going to pretend to pronounce it.
Let's see if I can...
Westeria?
Wallachia.
Yeah.
Wallachia, that's it.
Westeros?
Wallachia. Wallachia, that's it. Found it. Wallachia. And Wallachia, or however they said it. Wallachia. So, yeah. They're making their way. Trevor's in a little podunk town, in a little podunk bar with a bunch of podunk people. How many times can I say podunk in one movie?
Ting, 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 ting.
He kicked some podunk butt.
He kicked some podunk butt. Bunt?
What?
I'm making a cake. Some podunk butt. There we go. Because they look at the Belmonts as a rich people that look down on the common folk, and
Which is a lie that the church has spread.
Yeah.
Which Trevor, traveling around town to town, he does good, but he's kind of a butt about it.
yeah, he does good for the sake of just getting done and
And
moving on.
and that's what he's been doing for years until he came upon Wallachia, and then he found Dracula. He's got a new fight to fight.
And so Trevor, after getting his scrotum smashed many a time, left, beat the crap out of the people, left, and got to a new town. I cannot remember for the life of me what it was called.
It's part of the realm.
Yeah, it's part of the realm. See if I can.
But
Gresset. That's it. I think that's it. Yeah, later being named the Bishop of Gresset. And this is a walled city. They are holding off as best they can against Dracula's armies. But every night they come in and eat people like you do.
And babies.
And babies, especially the babies. While he's here, he meets a group called the Speakers. Which, do they have any lore we should know about?
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So the Speakers are they're a folk that uses magic, but it's not magic that's derived from black magic. It's actually white magic, if you will. And but the church either way sees it as heresy. So they live the lives of sort of like gypsies. They travel around, do good where they can, and use their magic for what they can.
Yeah, and they collect knowledge.
Right. And this is part of the trio of heroes that will be showcased through the series. One of the Belladus.
Belnades.
Belnades. So Sylphia Belnades and Trevor Belmont are your two heroes so far that we know of.
Which Sipha is the granddaughter of
the Grand Speaker.
The Grand Speaker, who is
I won't pretend to know.
Just called the Elder.
Not important.
That's all he said.
Continue.
The Elder. She is the Elder's granddaughter, and she wields the most powerful magic out of the Speakers. Well, when you first meet her, she's trapped underground because in Greshet they have a legend of the Sleeping Knight, is what?
Sleeping Warrior.
Yeah, Sleeping Warrior. Of when trouble comes, the Sleeping Warrior will awake, and so she goes down to the catacombs of the city to look for him, and gets trapped and frozen by stone by
Stone Cyclops.
By Stone Cyclops. My brain could not process that for a second. A Stone Cyclops, which they look at, it's kind of like Medusa effect. And so he defeats the Cyclops, which releases all the people that were...
Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor defeats the Cyclops. Who needs names? Releasing everybody that was frozen by the Cyclops. Thus releasing her, and she's like, we need to go find the Sleeping Warrior. He's like, nope. Your granddaddy hired me to get you back, so I'm getting you back. And then eventually he does go back down with her after beating the crap out of some priests and smack talking the bishop. And they go back down to find him. During that time, the bishop gets killed by a greater demon.
When night fell.
And when night fell, a greater demon got into the church.
They ransacked that church.
And he talked to the bishop for a second and then ate him.
Good stuff. That's
a good ending to a villain. Just kill him off first season. So they go down. It turns out the sleeping warrior is Alucard. Go ahead.
I love Alucard. He's a beautiful man.
Well, so Trevor and Alucard have a show off, and they fight each other, kind of back.
Basically, fight me if you need my strength, and I will see if you are prove yourself worthy.
It's like prove yourself worthy of my abilities. And
they have a few line of inquiries that are pretty funny.
Yeah, like they're back and forth pretty good, and they're pretty evenly matched in all reality. In that fight, at least. Then again, Alucard just woke up from like a 6-month coma,
basically,
and so had to stretch his legs and had to pee yet. So
wailed on him.
And Trevor, his weapons of choice are a sword and a whip, which is fun to see somebody fight with a whip. That's always one of my favorite, medieval weaponry. And Alucard's just a sword, isn't it?
Sword gifted from his mother, if they go with the story.
Yeah. Which they're doing pretty well so far, really from what I've been told. I never played a Castlevania game, so it was all new to me. And eventually Trevor and Alucard finish fighting. Alucard's like, I'd help you. And
walk off to the sunset, then it ends, and you're like, where is it? There's more! There has to be more! Where's the second part?
That's pretty much it. So you kind of get the cliffhanger ending. It is only 4 episodes, each episode being, what, an hour long?
Just
30 minutes? 25 minutes. So it's definitely a build-up to Season 2, letting you kind of get a taste of it and then snatching away from you. No idea as to when Season 2 will come out. We assume sometime next year.
Who knows?
Who knows? But this, has taken a lot of people that never experienced Castlevania and got them into it, whether it be the classics or the Lord of Shadow reboots. Brought people into the world. And every time I think of Lord of Shadows, I just think the Forgotten One. How can you forget that? But, yeah. So, in the comments below, let me know what you think of this particular series. Do you think it holds up to the games? Think it's good? Think it's bad? Let me know. I will leave a link in the description for the Netflix link so you can go check it out yourself if you have a Netflix subscription. It'll be down there somewhere. And as always, if you like the video, hit that like button. Lets me know what you like and don't like. And yeah, thank you, Connor, for joining me.
You're welcome.
So, as always, I love all of you, and I'll see you in the next video.